Hi, my name's Dee. Welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is your new moon reading for December 2019, which, remember, is also a solar eclipse. Now, new moons are a time of birth and of new beginnings. We can set new plans into motion with the new moon. And a solar eclipse tends to, or any eclipse, tends to bring in something new, something a little more chaotic, maybe, something a little more left field. And bear in mind that we are heading quite fast towards the peak of the Saturn and Pluto conjunction on January. So the question for this video is, what will your sign, it's a bulk introduction, I'll put the timestamp below because you want to watch more than one. What will your sign be beginning under the light of the new moon? Now, when I say you want to watch more than one, you want to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So that is the personality you show to the world, how you feel inside, and the personality that you are becoming. And don't forget, I also do waxing and waning moon readings. Obviously, the waning moons are already out and lead into this one. Well, might lead into this one, depends who the cards are talking to. And after this, I will be releasing my waxing moon reading as we build up to the power of the next full moon. So, for Boxing Day or the day after Christmas, if you're in America, let me bring up the cards. Well, Capricorn, looks like you're in for an interesting new year. Recently, it's as if you've been pursuing a dream or have been given a dream that you've been going ahead with, that you have not been aware of everything that is involved with it. I feel like you've come into a temporary new stage of life where everything seems okay. Everything seems like, yeah, this is what I've been wishing for. This is what I've been looking for. Nine of Cups here, wish fulfillment crossing you. But we also have on the bottom of the deck the Two of Swords. That's been, there's something that you have either been unaware of or blind to or ignoring recently. You are under the influence of the moon at the moment. Maybe there is a slight suspicion that everything's not quite as perfect as what you were imagining that it will be. And that is partly due to the influence of others. I think there is another personality involved in here that's not entirely genuine, or personalities. I'm not going to say it's just one person. So I'm not going to say it's a partner. It could be an employer, it could be colleagues, it could be friends, it could be all sorts of things. But this is a very sort of life-encompassing situation. And it's just not quite right. But what crowns the situation is the Tower and the Knight of Cups. So you've achieved some form of wish fulfillment, but although it was what you was asking for, it's not really what you want, to be honest. I don't think it's you'd be far better concentrating on your own skills rather than running around at the behest of somebody else. Even though you do feel like you have got rid of quite a lot of stuff by doing this. But I just want to say this is but step one on a new journey, okay? Yeah, it was okay that you came here. Now it's okay that you recognise that here isn't all it's cracked up to be, and not as good as you really wanted, and to move on. Because we have the Fool clarified by the King of Pentacles for what you have to work with. There's a whole new beginning that you can bring on for yourself using the resources that you currently possess. But there is a bolt from the blue coming to make you reevaluate your dreams, and maybe dispel that moonlight and make you well aware of what it is that you have been steadfastly ignoring. Because other people will see that you've got big plans. We've got the Two of Wands clarified by the Two of Wands. You need to start working on them plans now. There was one of the other readings was like, okay, time to stand up and do things. I think that you've been maybe I think you have been doing things. This Ten of Swords shows a wonderful release of um, torment, of chains. It's like you've been freed by it. But what you're coming into, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, there's some things that you're going to have to go, yeah, in order for me to get where I'm supposed to be, I'm going to have to give that up. I'm going to give that up. But there is a storm coming. Those sort of what you need to give up will become quite obvious with the tower coming in on high, where with this tower, it gives you a chance to come into your own power, to come into your knowing where your security is by burning away that which is not necessary. And we've got the Oracle card of Storm Warning, rather ominous. But also, Guardian Angel, you are not alone. There is whatever it is that you've been ignoring, stroke blind to, is going to be coming to an end. And it leaves you in a really, really good place. But the journey to that good place is a little tumultuous, a little dramatic. And it's almost like, yeah, well, I don't want to cut everything off, because what if that just undermines everything that I've been working for so far? But this King of Pentacles at the base tells me that no, it does not undermine the essential things that you need and the essential things that you are wanting. It just means that you need to stop wanting the non-essential things and seeing where your dream needs to change. Because that aim that you had, the Ace of Cups here, yeah, it's got you to the right place. Now it is no longer appropriate. You have finished with that dream. You need to move on to the next one. Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, I've already gone through this. Be grateful for where you are. And when that storm comes in, be grateful for that as well, because you seem to be a little worried about what you've not got. It's okay to lose a few things. Let me clarify those two cards, because this Oracle card says the conclusions are within reach. Now, what we've got as the final outcome cards are the King of Cups, clarified by the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant in this tarot, Heroic Tarot, Heroic Path Tarot, Heroic, hang on a minute. Can't even read that from here. Tarot Deck of Heroes. The Hierophant card in this deck, I really, really like. It's almost like you are committing yourself to a pure, you're taking a vow. You're taking a holy vow. And that's there clarifying as a King of Cups who is strong, who is powerful, who is emotionally balanced, and who is setting off on his own. He is a king. He definitely knows where he's going. And I also, with this card, I think it's with the architecture at the back, I get I think it may be supposed to be Poseidon, because I get a very Atlantean vibe from it. And I don't mean as in the ancient civilization. I mean as in under the sea, people breathing water, that sort of thing. The magical, the mystical, the otherworldly, the diving into the depths and really, really going through all the crevasses and all the trenches and finding what treasures you can find there. Because yes, you do need to move from where you are, and there will be someone moving away from you. But that's not a bad thing. Don't spend your time worrying about the people who have drifted off, because they were nudged out of the way by your guardian angels. That's so. I mean, I don't think this is anything dramatic as a breakup. It might be a friend disappearing, a colleague leaving work. I think it's more essential to how you feel about you, though. So there's the realization where you don't have to rely on them anymore, because they weren't necessarily they weren't as reliable as you'd liked them to have been, as much as you thought that they would be. And you've got that level of relationship interaction, working with them, whatever, the fact that they're wandering off into the distance, that's okay, because hey, you're off in the other direction. And that's just the natural way of things. So, if this means anything to you, Capricorn, comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there, if you would please, and stay tuned for your waxing moon reading, which will be coming out in the next few days, looking at what you need to increase with the waxing moon. Cheers.